Hello everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. We are so excited to be here. I think there are some people coming in at the moment. Let's just wait a couple of minutes for them and then we will start. Okay, I think everybody has settled in nicely. So I think we are ready to start now. Okay, this is me. Uh, my name is Mustafa, and I'm a digital marketing specialist working at Wask. And I'll be your host and speaker today and presenting our presentation to you. And let's just start to our first of many more, hopefully, webinar. And we have a lot of things to do today, and we created and compiled a great statistics and great tips for you for this holiday season, and we hope that you will be making use of them for your benefit. And before wasting our time, let's just go ahead and cover what we will do in today's webinar. Okay, first of all, we will start with some great statistics about holiday season. And then with the holiday season statistics, we will created some tips and suggestions for you. And I will be presenting them to you. And finally, after the presentation, we will have a guest, Mr. Ercanzır from Radar. He is the co-founder of Radar, and he will be speaking about how we should be managing our social media for this holiday season. Okay, let's not waste our time and go ahead and start our webinar. Okay, we created some statistics. Let's take a look at the first graphic here. Okay, this graphic is actually about historical holiday sales in USD dollars. As you can see in the graphic, we see an increasing trend over the years. For example, in 2019, we see that the total sales was around $729.1 billion. And in 2020, the number went up to $766.7 billion. So we see a 5% increase from 2019 to 2020. So this is important. And in 2021, it is expected that the number will go up to $850 billion. So after the COVID and with the effect of COVID actually, online and holiday season will recover, and this year in 2021 we expect that the sales in holiday season will go even higher. And the second graphic we have here is about the share of e-commerce in total holiday retail sales. As you can see in the graphic, the share of e-commerce has been increasing over the years again. We see an increasing trend here as well. For example, in 2020, the share of e-commerce in holiday retail sales was 17.5%, and it is expected that the share of e-commerce will go up to 19% in 2021. So, which means that the importance of e-commerce will go up and we should be ready for it. And the next graphic, the next statistics actually, is about the shopping behaviors of consumers in the holiday season. So this graphic shows us the categories that consumers shop from. In the graphic, we see that the most preferred, the most purchased categories are clothing and accessories, gift cards and other, and toys and hobbies. So in the graphic, we see that over 75% of people who took the survey said that they plan to buy apparel, clothing, gift cards, or toys for their loved ones. And other categories include electronics, food and beverage, home and kitchen, and finally health and wellness. So if your business is in one of these categories, then you should be ready for the holiday sales. The next graphic is actually about the increasing spending for the upcoming fall and winter holidays. In the graphic, we see that 36% of the people who took the survey said that they plan to increase their spending for Christmas. So this is important. So this means that we should be ready for Christmas sale. And about 30% of the people who took the survey said that they plan to increase their spending for Thanksgiving. And about a quarter of the people who took the survey said that they plan to increase their spending for Halloween or New Year's Eve. The next graphic is actually about the planned expenditure on the holiday season in the United States by generation. So this is also an important graphic for us. As you can see in the graphic, we see that millennials and Gen X will be the ones who will spend the most for this holiday season. In the graphic, but we see that Gen Z will be the ones who will spend the least for the holiday season. But this doesn't distract us from focusing on Gen Z, because Gen Z is really important for us in the long term. If you invest your time and money for Gen Z at the moment, then you will be benefiting from your investment in the long run. So we should also be focusing on Gen Z as well. Okay, now we've talked about some great statistics and information about the holiday season, and let's just go ahead and take a look at what we can do for this holiday season in light of these statistics and general information. Okay, the first tip, the first suggestion is about starting early. Start planning early. So we know that it's a bit late to start planning right now. So this tip is actually for you in the long run. So it's for future holiday seasons actually. Most companies who understand the importance of starting early start their holiday season efforts from early July to mid-August to win their competition. So for the next year's for the future holiday seasons, actually, we should be starting our efforts early on so that we can win our competition. The next tip is about checking your historical data. This is important. You have the data from previous years, right? Analyze your data and keep the things that worked well and throw out the things that didn't. It's that simple. But be careful. The past is the past. Please do not assume that everything will be the same for this year. The past is just a reference for us. It just gives us an idea for the future. So check your data and plan your future actions accordingly. But do not rely on the past too much. That can be a mistake. The next tip is about planning our offerings and discounts. So in the pie chart on the left side of the slide, we see that the free shipping is more important than fast shipping. So when you are planning your offerings and discounts, you should be considering this as well. And on the right side of the slide, we see that on average, a person would pay an extra $6 for the same day delivery. So if you offer same day delivery, and which means that you can charge your customers up to $6 for the same day delivery. That's okay. For the next day delivery, you can charge up to $4.1. So if you have free shipping or fast shipping, try to utilize these opportunities to make the most out of your holiday season efforts. While planning your offerings and discounts, and with the next tip, while planning your budget, you should be considering your competition. Check what your competitors are doing and plan your efforts accordingly. Because if you do not check your competitors, you might be doing the same thing they are doing. So that might be a problem for the customers. So check your competition and plan your budget and offerings and finally discounts accordingly. Try to differ from your competition so that your customers will know why they should be choosing you over your competition. This is also important. Okay, the next step. Okay, this is also really important. Focus on mobile. As you can see, this graphic shows us the distribution of holiday season e-commerce revenue in the United States by device. From 2019 and to 2020, we see the increasing importance of mobile devices. So focus on mobile. So what can we do? We can create mobile-only campaigns. We can check our mobile website loading speed. These are really important. If you have an app, for example, this is a great opportunity for you to increase your installs actually. You can create your campaigns and offers for your customers to encourage them to download your app and shop in your app. So this is a great opportunity to increase your mobile revenue in the holiday season. Okay, next tip, consider potential supply chain issues. So after the COVID, supply chain has taken a great struck from the COVID effect. So you might want to be ready for the problems you might face as a result of supply chain issues. So what are these? So after the COVID, after the lockdowns, there is a shortage of raw materials. There is insufficient production, and in United States and UK, there is a shortage of truckers who can, carry our products to our customers or to our inventory. So you should check your inventory not to be affected by the supply chain issues created by COVID in 2020. So Check your inventory and be ready for the problems you might have. Okay, the next tip is about getting your product feeds ready and identifying top performing products. So this is also related to the previous slide on supply chain issues. Check your inventory. What do you have in your inventory and what you don't have in your inventory? These are important. And identifying top performing products is also really important. For example, if you have low performing products in your inventory, holiday season is a great opportunity for you to sell those products. You can offer greater discounts for the low performing products, and you can encourage your customers to buy them on your website. So for the top performing products, you should be strategic. For example, you normally sell these products throughout the year, so you don't want to give higher discounts for these products. You can offer discounts, but they shouldn't be greater than the low performing products. So you should be strategic. Okay, the next tip: plan your audience and use remarketing. This is important. Planning your audience is really important for the success of your campaigns on social media, on Google, on any platform you have. Try to segment your products according to their importance. Not all your customers have the same value to you. So try to divide them according to their value to you. And then try to use remarketing. Not all customers buy for the first time they see a product. They want to know about the product. They want to know about the brand. So you should be reminding yourself on several you should be reminding yourself on several occasions to be able to encourage them to make a purchase on your website. Again, this is important, and as Wask, we offer a smart audience tool in our dashboard. Try to check it out, and you can create audiences with the smart algorithm, and you can easily find your target audience without wasting your time and money. Make sure to check it out and let us know what you think about them as well. Okay, the next tip: consider gift givers and last minute shoppers. Okay, these two actually are really important for this holiday season. As you can see, we have a graphic, and in the graphic, we see that gift givers will likely to increase their spending in 2021. So we see that they will spend about $500. So we should be focusing on gift givers. What we can do on our website, for example, we can offer personalization. Gift givers might want to include a card in their package. So you might offer this to your customers, or you can offer gift wrapping, or you can offer gift cards to your customers so that they buy on your website and give it as a present to their loved ones. So you should optimize and arrange your website accordingly as well. And last minute shoppers, for example, this is also important. And if you have, for example, fast delivery, last minute shoppers is the group that you should be focusing on as well. But if you do not have fast delivery, last minute shoppers might be a problem to you. So be careful about that as well. The next step, okay, this is thinking omni-channel. What is omni-channel? Integrating all the channels out there in one, so that you can utilize them more and for better results. So in the chart on the left side, we see that the use of social media for holiday shopping has been increasing from 2016. So 28% of the respondents who took the survey said that they might use social media for holiday shopping. So this is a great opportunity to explore social media. And 56% of the people who took the survey said that they use social media primarily to search products. So social media is a great channel for us to explore. So you can utilize Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and other social media for your benefit. But be careful when trying to explore social media and other platforms. Think about your target audience. Where do they hang out on social media? For example, if your target audience is Gen Z, then you might want to you might want to explore TikTok and Snapchat because most of Gen Z hang out in TikTok or Snapchat. For older target audiences, you might want to check out Facebook, Twitter, and etc. And maybe Instagram as well. So think about your audience, think about where they hang out, and try to think omni-channel to reach your target audience in different channels. Okay, the next step, prepare your assets, landing pages, and visuals. So try to create landing pages specific to Christmas. Try to create visuals, images, videos for Christmas sale. So try to use Christmas theme in your assets and make them ready for the Christmas sale. And the next step, okay, this step is actually mostly about Google Ads, and it's about including seasonal keywords and ad extensions on your campaigns on Google. So ad extensions are a great way to utilize for this holiday season. You can use this and after the holiday season, you can easily remove them from your campaigns, and so that you won't disrupt the flow of your campaigns during the year. And try to include seasonal keywords like Christmas themed keywords. Focus on Christmas theme. For example, if you want to buy a Christmas present to your girlfriend or boyfriend, try to look for keywords like gift ideas for Christmas. So research those keywords and try to include them in your strategy. Okay, next tip, and actually this is the final one, automate and optimize campaigns. So during this Christmas sale, you will be having a lot of campaigns. You will be working and dealing with a lot of issues. So you won't have time to optimize your campaigns. For that, you can automate your campaigns and use optimization tools to be able to spend your time evenly for other important parts of your business. You can create autopilot rules, or you can use automation or optimization tools to save time and money. Try to spend your budget wisely. Not you don't want to overspend or underspend your budget. So in your strategy, you should include automation or optimization tools. So for the optimization and automation part, as Wask, we offer great tools. Make sure to check them out on our website and let us know what you think, and let us know if you would like to use them. We are always here to help you. Okay, so far we talked about what we should do for this Christmas sale. Now let's take a look at what we shouldn't do for this Christmas sale. Okay, this is really important. Not doing enough research. Okay, before starting and planning your holiday season journey, you should be doing a lot of research actually. Checking your competitors, checking your historical data. These are really important so that you will be able to plan your efforts accordingly and easily. Without research, you will probably fail. Okay, we know that Christmas sale and holiday season in general is a different time period. There are a lot of changes. For example, shopping behaviors of your customers might change, and there is a lot of competition, and most companies spend more for this holiday season. And on customer side, there is more buyer intent. So we can say that Christmas season and holiday season in general have different dynamics. So we should differ our efforts for this time period and be specific to Christmas sales. Okay, the next one is about trying too hard to think outside the box. In the previous slide, we said that Christmas time is a different time period. So we should be differing our efforts from the rest of the year. But trying too hard can make you go out of context. So that might be a problem as well. So we should aim for a balance between our normal efforts and Christmas efforts, not to be different, but different enough to attract attention of our customers. The next one also about not testing your technical assets and issues. This is really important. If you do not check your technical assets, for example, your website, your apps, your visuals, your social media, your content, then you might have unexpected problems during the holiday season. If you have, for example, a problem with your website loading speed, or if your website doesn't open, then all your efforts might be wasted. So be careful and check your technical assets before the Christmas sale. This is about spending too much or too early. We should avoid spending too much. In the beginning of our slide, we talked about planning our budget for the Christmas sale. So when planning our budget, we should foresee some problems and we should not overspend our budget. And too early, we should not spend too early. We should extend our budget over a time period for the Christmas sale. So this way, we won't lose momentary opportunities. And next slide. Okay, this is also related to the previous one, being too strict and losing momentary opportunities. So we should always leave a room for some flexibility in our efforts. We should not be too strict. So there will be some things that we cannot expect during the Christmas sale. So being too strict might prevent us from finding solutions to the momentary problems. So we should leave some room for flexibility, and so that we won't be losing momentary opportunities in our efforts for the Christmas sale. Okay, so that was the last slide, and thank you so much, and thank you so much for your time, and thank you again for bearing with me. Now we will have a guest. Mr. Ercan will be with us, and he will be making his speech. Okay, now as I mentioned in the beginning of our presentation and our webinar, we have a guest. I think Mr. Ercan Zır is trying to connect right now, and when he is connected, he will give us some ideas about how we can manage our social media for this holiday season. I think he is here right now. Welcome, Mr. Ercan.
Hi, Mustafa. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, and thank you for inviting us.
No problem. Thank you actually attending. Thank you for attending to our webinar. So I'm sure that you will have great contributions to it, and we are so excited about it. Okay, Mr. Ercanzır is actually the founder of Radar. Radar is a all-in-one social media platform that allows companies and agencies to manage their social media in one dashboard. So he will give us some ideas about how and what we can do in our social media for this holiday season. Okay, I'm now giving the microphone to Mr. Ercan. Uh, the stage
Yeah.
is yours.
Yeah, thank you. And yes, this is very important session for brands, and I think they should definitely handle this period like a campaign. And for example, they can start to they should start 1 month before to prepare and share content about it. And also I can suggest that they can update their social media presence, like updating their profile cover photo with eye-catching visuals. And then they can create a content calendar and decide to like plan to which content and when they will publish in this period. My suggestion that they should focus on quality rather than the quantity. I mean, they should focus on to create stunning content to catch their audience attention, rather than to publishing meaningless contents a lot of time. And they shouldn't forget about that. Strong visual content on social media gives people a reason to follow, like, comment, and eventually buy from them. And so they can prepare simple yet but beautiful videos, like using some online tools like Canva and Xcrello, and or they can simply share funny gifs finding on Giphy or Tender related with Christmas. And as I mentioned, they should focus on quality, and they should focus on to get more reach rather than the quantity. And for this reason, they can try to find best time to post according their audience. I mean, if they publish a content when their audience are offline, it's mean nothing, and they should find the best time to post according their audience. There are thousands of tools they can find these suggestion, best time to time suggestions, and simply they can get this information directly from their Instagram profile. And I suggest to that to take benefit of related or trending hashtags related with this period. I mean the Christmas, because hashtags are still alive and they are really work very well, and they help to get more reach. And if they find the right hashtags, not too much, not thousands of or 100 of hashtags. I'm just talking about 3 or 4 best hashtag related with this period and related with their industry and their audience. And they can prepare some content just related with Christmas. For example, if you are running a cafe, you can give some cookie or snack recipes related with Christmas or for Christmas night. And they can, if you are a gift shop, you can share some gift ideas for Christmas. And maybe they can prepare some blog posts on their website, and they can share these blog posts on their social media profile to drive more traffic to their website. And also maybe they can put a pop-up on their website, and they can offer some discount special for Christmas. They can also offer some discounts for their services or products on the social media. Maybe they can put a countdown for this. I mean, they can say that this is just limited for Christmas and it's 3 days left, something like that. Also, they can present some giveaways. They can give some free products or they can give some free services, etc. Something like that. Yeah, these are some ideas I really like to share with your audience and your participant. Yeah, that's all I think.
Okay, thank you so much for your valuable contributions, Mr. Ercan. They mean a lot actually. I'm sure that our attendees will benefit from them for this holiday season. We have been getting some questions for you and some general questions as well. And I would like to, you know, ask those questions to you and let's try to answer them together so that our attendees will get their answers to their questions. Okay, just a second. I'm now checking the questions. Okay, the first question, how much should I spend to make my ad efficient? Okay, this is something I can answer. Uh, for this part, actually, for your budget, for how to make your ads efficient with the budget, you should do a lot of research. Actually, you should do very detailed research about your keywords, about your competition, about everything, about your website. And you can use tools like SEMrush, Google Keyword Planner to get some ideas about how much you should be spending on your campaigns. So to decide on your actually budget, you need to do a lot of research. So I hope this answered the question. Okay, the second question is actually about social media. How often should I post, Mr.
Yeah,
Ercan?
yeah. As I mentioned, I think the important question is the getting to more reach rather than to or how often or count of the post or quantity of the post. But to answer your question, it's depend on your brands, depend on your industry, and depend on your audience. If you have a very active social media profile and if you have a lot of followers, yeah, you can go like 3, 5, 10 for day. You can share content as you like for a day. But as you know, the social media profile platforms change a lot of about their algorithm. And for some brands, if you share 100 contents in a day, maybe you can get zero reach, because the most important thing is it's your content is interesting for audience, and that is why you should focus on to create stunning and eye-catching contents to get more attention and get more engagement. If you create content to get more engagement, your content will reach more people, and then you can share just one content if it's perfect, and if it's has a really cool idea to get more engagement. Yeah, it's enough to share one instead of sharing tens of or hundreds of contents.
Okay, so you say, as you said in your speech, the quality over quantity, as always, and it really depends on the brand and the industry, I guess.
Exactly. And for social media and also for content marketing, that's the best way. I mean, you should focus on only quality and finding the way to get more reach, like using hashtags and making some first comments or presenting giveaways. There's a lot of way to get more reach.
Okay, the next question is actually about the hashtags. One attendee asked, how can I search hashtags for Christmas sale?
Yeah, there are a lot of cool products. You can search and track hashtags. Also, we have one. We called it Hashtag Manager, and via that tool, you can search for hashtags, and you can get some suggestions. For example, you can just enter one keyword, and the product can suggest related hashtags, and you can see the usage statistics of that hashtags according to platforms, and you can decide to which hashtag is more suitable for your content and for your audience. Then you can go with that. And another important thing is count of hashtag, because some people trying to put a lot of hashtags in their comments, their caption or their first comments. But instead of that, we suggest to decide 3 or 4 best hashtag and just use them. And if you want to try other hashtags, maybe you can try with other contents, not putting to all eggs in the same basket. You can separate that hashtags to your content.
Okay, and final question. I think we are running out of time. Which social media should I focus on for Christmas sale?
Yeah, it's again really depend on your brands, your products or services, and your industry. For example, if you are a B2B company, and if you are giving some B2B services, then you should focus on LinkedIn maybe. And but if you are a B2C company and you are selling some B2C products, then you should focus on Instagram, because it's very popular right now. But don't forget, there are some hidden or forgotten platforms, not platforms, but let me explain. For example, Facebook groups, they are really active, and I think Facebook groups are a gold mine for small businesses, also for enterprises who using social media for marketing purpose. And that is why I suggest to think about Facebook groups also. What I mean, for example, you can make some discounts about your service or products, and you can try to share this discount as an announcement on related Facebook groups, and you can get more reach, and in the end of the day you can get more sales. And but short answer to your question, I suggest that focus on every platform, because every platform has their own and sometimes unique audience.
Yeah, but they also should be careful about about their target audience. For example, if they have a younger target audience, TikTok and Snapchat might be a good idea. But for older generations, TikTok and Snapchat might be a problem, maybe.
If you are a B2C or like daily life brands, and you are solving a daily life problem, yeah, you should be on every popular platform. But for example, if you are producing some machinery for industry, I think maybe TikTok is not good for you. But I think you can waste your time to get more reach on TikTok. They can be hard for you. Yeah, you should be aware of your audience, your industry, and you should be focused on related platform.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ercan. You answered the questions some of our attendees asked, and thank you for your valuable contributions in your speech. And I think our time is now up, and thank you all for coming and
I
attending
think
to our webinar. And please let us know what you think about this webinar. As I said in the beginning, this is our first webinar as Wask, and we really appreciate your comments and your suggestions. So let us know via email or via our social media, and we are always here to improve ourselves and help you manage your social media and digital ads. Thank you again for coming.